What's up, people? Welcome back to Hit the Bid. You can join us at hitthebid.net. Yesterday was an extraordinary day. We had a lot of noobs in the chat room. Somebody said, all right, let's see what you got. And there at the end of the day, I went 4 for 4 within an hour and a half. Stocks that were 12, 13 bucks moving up a point. People want to know how I do it? There's no explanation anymore. It just keeps on happening and it's not going to stop. So as long as you, hang out, spend enough time, figure out how to make money off me, it's all going to come together for you. And eventually I'll figure out how to make money from all this. But like I said, when I started this whole thing about, I just want to get some fame out of this. I want to be on Fast Money so I could yell and scream and be right and be heralded. And then maybe somebody want to just pay me for my advice. Because right now, still, we're just doing this for fun. We're hanging out. We're hanging out. That's what I'm all about. Hanging out and trying to make a little bit of money and get through life as easy as possible. Just running through life with a C+ average or close to a B. Let's just get by, do what we got to do, and have some fun. Right now, I'm home with the kids. I'm not feeling too well. My kids aren't feeling too well again. I don't know what the story is. It's not like we're unhealthy. We can't get well. It's very annoying. I got every medicine you could think of in my house right now. So what happened? The GDP number came out. Are we in recession finally, officially? We can't be, right? We still haven't had 2 consecutive quarters of downward GDP, right? Market seems like it doesn't want to go down. The subprime thing seems to be subsiding, even though there's going to be another quarter worth of, at least another quarter or two of them revising numbers downwards and all these write-offs and nonsense and all that stuff and bailouts. I'm still waiting for my bailout. Where's my Lucent bailout? I got a letter from Rambus. Something about Rambus class action suit that I'm entitled to a couple of pennies on a dollar. Yippee! You ever send away for these class action suit things? I just throw them in the garbage. What are you going to give me? 27 cents? I don't know. What, I have a couple thousand shares or something or other? I'm going to get a couple of pennies back? It's not even worth the postage stamp, really, to send it back. Or maybe it's postage free. I don't know. But I want to talk about another stock I forgot to mention I bought the other day. Was GTI. Usually I don't like buying stocks at all-time highs, but this was an interesting company. It got written about in Investors Business Daily. GTI, GrafTech. They're in the oil service industry, so right there I was interested. And when it broke the whole number of 25, I gave it a shot. And it looks like it's hitting, it's at 27 right now. But I'm not saying you jump in right now, but keep your eye on it because there's no top right now because it's breaking highs every day. But we want to talk about my cousin Stuart, and I want to see if anybody wants him to continue with that his movie critic show. He goes on way too long. We're trying to figure out how to cut that down. But the whole reason I brought Stuart to your attention was that he's so psychotic that I just wanted to somehow get that through to you and maybe find humor in it. So at least the guy can have something to do. So yesterday he calls me, he's like, oh my God, I gotta ask you a favor, a big favor. He's like, you ever heard about this new Amazon tax law in New York City? If you don't know, apparently they're going to start taxing people on the internet. Now, the whole reason the internet was booming and sales on the internet was good is that you escaped sales tax. So he says, listen, I want to buy a laptop, and I'm thinking maybe I can send it to your house to escape the tax burden. So I said, sure. He's like, I got to do it quick because the tax, I got to start buying stuff. If I don't buy stuff now, I'm going to get taxed. This is how he worries. But the best part about it is that he's like, I don't want to. He's like, I feel awkward asking you to be like a shipping company or what do you say? Oh, I don't want you to be a warehouse for all my products. Stu, what exactly are you buying that you need to store in my house that I'm gonna run out of room? He's like, oh, I'm thinking about buying a camera and a laptop. Yeah. So yeah, I think I could build another wing to store those for you. It's not a big deal. See, it's things like that where you gotta just appreciate Stu. It's incredible the mentality that he has about certain things. But then Stu actually made a good point. He said they're raising taxes and they want to tax you now on Amazon. Now, half the reason that people go shopping online, they buy more stuff, is because they feel like I'm getting something out of this because I don't have to pay tax. So now people are going to buy less, therefore hurting the economy because you're trying to get more tax out of it. So it's a lose-lose situation. If you just leave everything alone, people will keep buying stuff on the internet, and all the, retailers out there will still make money, and then eventually it'll all come back to the economy. Here, you're making people not want to buy stuff. And if everybody knows what's America if you don't want to buy things, we're a consumer-driven nation, and if you don't want to buy stuff, that's the end of it all. What are you going to do? So he did make a valid point there in his all his lunacy. But all right. Right now, like I said, GTI I like BOLT coming off lows if it stays strong today. But again, I'm not going to be watching much, so BOLT, and I still have the SNCR coming off lows also. Not a big fan of these stocks, but I'm just looking for squeezes, and then I'll be out. All right, see you guys later.